You gotta understand, this is not personal. You've done a great job for many years. I'll even let you go to the neighbor's house still, but I have something new in my life. It's time to move on. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nate. If you are new here, I do all kinds of review type videos. I do a lot of DIY videos. Today, I'm pretty excited. I have teamed up with a company called Mammotion, and I'm showing off their new LUBA 3 all-wheel drive 3000. This is a product that they sent to me, but just like all my other videos, I will always give my honest opinion. Now, I do my videos a little bit different than some other review type channels. I'm not going to show you in detail every little part that comes in this box. I'm going to show you the important stuff that you need to know, but I'm going to give you a lot of footage showing the product in use. I definitely want to say how easy this thing was to set up, and I'm going to show you here over the next few minutes. This is just some extra stuff that comes in the box here. This is a handy screwdriver that you need to install the side bumpers and the front bumper. This is a debris brush for the bottom, and very important, some extra blades. And then we'll talk about there in a little bit. And this is the keys. Very important. Without the keys, you ain't driving it, baby. Now, very important. I do want to say, when you're installing these bottom bumpers, you want to flip it over on top of the foam that comes in the box. That is going to help protect the LiDAR. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So you just install the side bumpers, 3 simple screws on each side. Your front bumper here, you pinch. There's 2 buttons on the side. You pinch it, push it in, connect it, and screw in 2 screws, and the front bumper's ready to go. This is just a rain guard for your charging station. It just clicks right into place. And in the back of the unit, that's where you install the safety key. It is not going to run without that. The next thing, I need to find, where am I going to put this base station? You want it close to power, you want it on a level ground, easy access to the yard. Very simple install of the base station, just 4 long screws, and they give you a little hex key to drive them into the ground with. This mower runs off of an app. I've downloaded the app. It is super easy once you get it downloaded. I'm not going to spend an hour going through the details of the app with you because it's really simple. There's so many different sections to it, but it is so simple to follow. What I want to do is get you started. I want to show you the basics of having to map a yard and a little bit of what the app will show you. This next part kind of brought back some really good memories for me. When I was a child, I used to love RC cars, and that's what I'm about to do. This is basically a giant RC car, and I'm going to use it to map the entire backyard. Again, the app is so simple once you get it set up. It'll either auto map your yard, or you can manually map. I prefer to manually map just because I want to be able to get really tight to the curbs as much as possible and around my decking. Now, lucky for me, this part was really kind of easy. I have borders or fence around my entire backyard. I don't have any open sections where the robot can't go. So this part of just walking behind it and mapping it as detailed as I wanted to be was actually pretty easy. As you can see, I have pavers when it comes up to the deck, and then I have the building in the back there and then the fence line, and it's pretty much like that the entire backyard. The mower is creating a 3D map of your backyard, and you're going to see it here in the bottom corner in a second. It mapped out the entire backyard. You can see the pool in the middle and all my fence lines and the decking. Once you get back to where you started, you're good to go. It is ready to mow. As you can see here, here's a couple other features with the app. Again, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail with the app. It is pretty self-explanatory, but I want to show you a ton of footage, and that's what I'm about to do here. The LUBA 3 actually started with the perimeter. It did the full perimeter a couple of times, and then it started doing the center parts of the yard. One thing I thought was really cool with the app is you can really change the settings on how you want it to cut. You can change it on how you want it to turn around to put those stripes in your yard. The app allows you to control the cutting width, and everybody has different grass, and people like their grass at different heights. There's a setting in there where you can completely change the height of the blades and the depth that you're going to get cut. The last thing I'll cover on the app, this thing gives you so much detailed information how big your yard is. It'll tell you exactly how long it's going to take to cut your yard on the current settings that you set it for. Now let's talk about the technology that's built into this bad boy. The LUBA 3 operates on a tri-fusion positioning system. that consists of 360 LiDAR, net RTK, and dual AI cameras. These robotic mowers have come so far. There is no perimeter wire needed with any of this. It does come with an RTK system, but I'm not showing it because it's not needed here in the States. So you can clearly see what's going around the pool, and here's my lines right here. That is really cool. So it's right now it's getting everything in the middle here that has not been cut yet. Turn around and pivot, and then start right there in that corner. So it's coming straight, going behind me, and eventually it's going to get over here, and you can see my lines over here. See the perimeter all the way around. There it goes. So this particular model that Mammotion sent me is the 3000. So this will do a 0.75 acre area, 5,400 square foot. It's got 120-minute charge time, 175-minute mow time. They also make a 1500 series, which is 0.37 acres, and they make a 5000, which is 1.25 acres. So the AI-powered camera will detect up to 300 different objects. I'm a dad with 4 kids at home, and there's always a ball, a football, a frisbee, a pool noodle, something in the grass. This mower is smart enough to see it and will completely avoid it. Now with the LiDAR, that bubble up on top of the unit, that uses remote sensing technology. It's basically a bunch of lasers that they use to measure the distance of your yard. Right here in this shot of up on top of my pool deck, and this view never gets old just to watch this little thing go back and forth. Up top here, this is the 360 LiDAR. I also want to show you the AI cameras and a really bright headlight. That's right, you can run this at night. Lift it up here and show you the suspension.
The front wheel lifted. Start charging.
This right here is the rain sensor. If it starts to rain, it'll go right back to the docking station. You got an emergency stop button here. And here are the blades. So the blades are kind of unique. They spin freely on this larger wheel. And you can actually, if they start to get a little bit dull in time, you can pull that screw out, flip the blade over, and use it again. Plus they give you all the extra blades. Okay, I want to make sure and cover something very important here. Okay, so after the perimeter was done, it started to mow this far side of the yard, okay? And from transitioning to that side, it went right over to this side and started doing that back side and kind of came all the way back over here. There was a small little patch right here in the middle that was left from when it did that side and then went over here. Well, when it got to this point, it zigzagged and came straight across here, and it finally made it around the edge of the pool there and went straight. But it still had that one little section. Because it's so intelligent and the LiDAR knew exactly where it had been and where it hadn't, it went back over there and did that little line and then came back over here and started continuing. That is really, really cool. It is almost done. It is wrapping up. So it's done the entire side over there. It's done the entire far side over here. And now it's doing this section right up in here. And we'll see if it goes home from there. Now, unfortunately for this review, I cannot test the slope in my personal backyard. It's pretty flat, but it will climb 80% slopes or a 38.6 degree slope. Now, I purposely did not create a no zone right here where my water well is. I wanted to see what the AI camera was going to do when it got up to this section, and it did exactly what I thought it was going to do. It stopped and turned around and made a straight line back the other way. Again, the AI power of this thing already has so many obstacles and objects pre-programmed in it. And I did it again here. I just stood right in front of it and I wanted to see what it would do. It said, yep, there's a shoe. I'm going to go around it. It is turning really good. This is kind of muddy right there because it just rained last night and it had no issues gripping and turning in there.
Start recharging.
Look at that. It just task completed, it said. And now it says start recharging. Let's see the path. Now I chose take a direct path back to base. You can either choose it to follow the perimeter back to the base or directly straight. And I chose direct, so let's watch it park itself.
Start charging.
Now for my personal favorite part of the video, nighttime. Look at that bright headlight on this thing. This is so cool. Yes, you can mow at night if you choose to. It is so quiet. It is not going to bother your neighbors at all if you live in close proximity to your neighbor. Just let this thing go at night and let it do what it's going to do. Let's say the kids are playing all day long, you ain't got time to mow. You can mow it at night. It is done. It has covered, okay, everything inside the perimeter that I had mapped got covered by the mower in one charge, okay? I'm not sure how big my yard is. The app will tell me how much coverage it did, so I can look at the app and actually find out what my square footage is. But look at those lines. You can clearly see them. This is a natural Texas Bermuda here. So it doesn't always show lines as strong as maybe fescue or something else will, but I can clearly see them. It is time to finally wrap this video up. I really enjoyed this product. I enjoyed making this video. I hope this video helps somebody out there. Obviously, something like this is not in everybody's price range. It's approximately $2,500 for this particular model. They have a smaller model. They also have a larger model. But you know what? It's going to save so much time. I have 4 kids. There's a lot of family time I like to have. Something like this is going to make my life so much easier and allow me to have a lot more family time. So I'm very grateful to Mammotion for sending me this product to hopefully I gave an honest review. I did like it. I think it's a great product and I think you'll love it too. So thank you again for watching another video, and thank you to Mammotion for sponsoring this video. I hope you all have an awesome summer and have a blessed day.